In today's fast-paced and chaotic world, it's easy to get caught in the whirlwind of stress, anxiety, and negative emotions. But did you know that over 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers discovered life-changing principles that help people stay calm and strong no matter what life throws at them? Stoic philosophy teaches us that true strength doesn't come from trying to control external circumstances, but from mastering our minds and emotions. When you learn to see obstacles as opportunities, stop worrying about imaginary problems, and embrace life's impermanence, you'll uncover a sense of peace and resilience you never thought possible. Are you ready to unlock your inner power and live a life of true strength and meaning? Join me as we explore these golden principles and learn to act as if nothing can trouble us. Let's dive in. 1. View obstacles as opportunities. Imagine life as a journey filled with twists, turns, and unexpected roadblocks. What if you could see every obstacle not as a setback but as a stepping stone for growth? Marcus Aurelius, one of the most celebrated Stoic philosophers, said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In simple terms, the challenges you face are the very things that propel you forward. Think of the story of Jesus, a perfect example of transforming hardship into light for humanity. He endured betrayal and unimaginable pain, yet he turned these moments into lessons of love and forgiveness. Even in his darkest hours, Jesus showed us the power of patience, compassion, and turning pain into hope. Now think about the last challenge you faced. Did you let it overwhelm you, or did you use it as motivation to move forward? Obstacles are not your enemies. They are your greatest teachers. Embrace them with an open heart, and they will guide you to resilience and strength. 2. Don't suffer imaginary pains. How much of your pain is real, and how much of it is just your imagination running wild? Stoic philosophy teaches us that most of our suffering comes not from reality, but from our own minds. Remember a time you worried endlessly about an exam, a meeting, or a big event. How often did the worst-case scenario you imagined actually happen? Probably rarely. Jesus himself taught, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." Picture a farmer constantly fretting about a possible drought, pests, or crop failure. Does his worrying make his crops grow any better? Or does it just rob him of peace? The same applies to us. The next time you feel anxious, pause and ask yourself, is this really happening, or am I imagining it? When you let go of imaginary fears, you free yourself to focus on the present and take meaningful action. Life becomes lighter when you stop suffering over things that may never happen. 3. Embrace impermanence. Life is always changing, like a river that never stops flowing. Yet, we often cling to what is familiar, resisting the natural flow of life. Marcus Aurelius said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Impermanence isn't just about external changes. It's about the shifts within ourselves, our emotions, our thoughts, and our experiences. Jesus taught us to rely on faith and trust in God's plan. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Think about a moment in your life when everything changed, a loss, a success, or an unexpected event. How did you handle it? Did you resist, or did you grow? When we embrace impermanence, we stop fearing change and start appreciating the present moment. Nothing lasts forever, and that's what makes life beautiful. Cherish what you have, and let the inevitability of change inspire you to live fully. Master the art of letting go. How often do we hold on to things that are beyond our control? Past mistakes, broken relationships, or missed opportunities? This clinging only creates unnecessary suffering. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means freeing yourself to move forward. Jesus said, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you." Trusting in something greater than yourself helps you let go of what weighs you down. Think about a relationship that ended or an opportunity you lost. Did holding on to it bring you peace, or did it keep you stuck? Marcus Aurelius wrote, That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. Letting go clears space for growth, joy, and new possibilities. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. 5. Reflect daily. At the end of each day, do you pause and reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions? Daily reflection is one of the most powerful tools in Stoic philosophy, helping us learn from our experiences, reassess our behaviors, and continuously improve. Jesus emphasized the importance of reflection through prayer when he said, "Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you." Marcus Aurelius, too, practiced daily introspection, documenting his struggles, triumphs, and philosophies in his writings, which we now know as meditations. Why is reflection so important? It's like holding up a mirror to your soul. You gain clarity about your strengths, recognize areas for growth, and prepare yourself to face tomorrow's challenges. Without reflection, we risk repeating the same mistakes or missing the lessons hidden in our experiences. Imagine setting aside just 5 minutes each night. In that time, ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? How did I handle challenges? And what can I learn from them? Write these down in a journal, or simply contemplate them in your mind. This small habit can bring enormous changes over time. Daily reflection isn't just about self-criticism, it's about self-discovery. It's about acknowledging your progress, celebrating your wins, and finding opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Start tonight. Take those 5 minutes, and let reflection guide you toward a better tomorrow. 6. Cultivate inner peace. Inner peace is something we all yearn for, but it's not something we stumble upon by chance. It's cultivated through intentional practice and self-awareness. But how can we achieve this elusive state in a world filled with chaos and distractions? The first step is realizing that while we cannot control everything around us, we can always control how we respond. Jesus beautifully encapsulated this idea when he said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This invitation is a reminder to find peace through faith and trust, even when life feels overwhelming. Think of inner peace like a calm, clear lake in the middle of a forest. Even when storms rage, the lake remains serene beneath the surface. You too can cultivate that sense of calm in your soul by developing practices that anchor you. Meditation, prayer, or even simple moments of gratitude throughout the day. Start small. Spend 5 minutes in the morning sitting quietly, focusing on your breath and letting go of your worries. At the end of the day, reflect on what went well and offer gratitude for those moments. Ask yourself, how can I nurture my inner peace today? By focusing on what truly matters, accepting what you cannot change, and finding joy in life's simple moments, you'll discover that peace isn't something you chase. It's something you create within yourself. 7. Build resilience through adversity. Have you ever wondered why difficulties seem to come your way? Are they mere obstacles meant to trip you up, or could they be opportunities in disguise? Stoic philosophy teaches us that resilience isn't something we're born with. It's something we develop through adversity. Let's take inspiration from Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychologist who said, "In suffering, we find meaning and the strength to endure." His experiences during one of history's darkest times taught him that even in suffering, we have the power to find purpose and grow stronger. Jesus echoed a similar sentiment when he said, "In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." This reminder teaches us that adversity is inevitable, but it doesn't have to defeat us. Instead, it can shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. Think back to a time when you faced a significant challenge, perhaps the loss of a loved one, a career setback, or a health crisis. In those moments, you may have felt like giving up, but looking back, you can see how those experiences shaped you. They taught you resilience, patience, and perhaps even gratitude for what you have now. The next time you face a challenge, don't view it as a roadblock. Instead, see it as an opportunity to build your inner strength. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about thriving in the face of it. 8. Don't create your own troubles. How often do we let minor inconveniences ruin our mood? A thoughtless comment from someone, a plan that doesn't go as expected, or even something as trivial as bad weather can set us off. But are these things really worth the trouble they cause us? Stoic philosophy encourages us to pause and reflect before reacting. Jesus offered similar wisdom when he said, "Do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food and the body more than clothes?" Imagine you're stuck in traffic on your way to an important meeting. Your initial reaction might be frustration or even anger. But pause for a moment and ask yourself, will this anger help me reach my destination faster? Will it solve the situation? Of course not. Instead, consider using that time to listen to a podcast, reflect on your goals, or simply practice patience. Many of the troubles we face are ones we create ourselves. By choosing to let go of minor irritations and focusing on what truly matters, we can live lighter, happier lives. The next time you feel yourself getting upset, pause and ask, is this worth my peace? Most of the time, the answer will be no. 9. Focus on the how, not the what. Have you ever achieved a goal but felt unfulfilled? That's because life isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about how you approach it. Stoic philosophy reminds us to focus on the process, not just the outcome. When we shift our attention to the how, the actions we take, the attitude we bring, we find meaning and satisfaction, regardless of the result. Jesus, too, emphasized the importance of actions over outcomes. He said, "The wise man builds his house on the rock." This teaching reminds us to build our lives on strong foundations, character, effort, and virtue, rather than fleeting successes. Think about your goals. Are you so fixated on achieving them that you've forgotten to enjoy the journey? Instead of stressing over the end result, focus on taking purposeful steps, no matter how small. Ask yourself, am I acting with integrity, patience, and wisdom in pursuit of my goals? When you focus on the how, you regain control over your peace and happiness. Success becomes not just about reaching the destination, but about the lessons and growth you experience along the way. 10. Prioritize rationality over emotions. We've all made decisions in the heat of the moment, only to regret them later. Emotions are powerful, but Stoic philosophy teaches us to let reason guide our actions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Similarly, Jesus taught us to act with wisdom and self-restraint. The wise man builds his house on the rock. Imagine someone criticizes your work harshly. Your first instinct might be to react defensively or lash out. But what if instead, you paused and calmly asked for clarification? By choosing reason over emotion, you turn potential conflict into an opportunity for growth. The next time emotions threaten to take over, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what is the wisest response in this situation? By prioritizing rationality, you'll find greater peace, clarity, and control in your life. By embracing these principles, drawn from the wisdom of Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus, you can transform your life. You'll learn to see obstacles as opportunities, let go of unnecessary burdens, and find peace in life's ever-changing nature. Which principle resonates most with you? Share your thoughts, and let's continue this journey together. Together we can build a stronger, more meaningful life.